In last year's 9-bike superbike test, MV Agusta was relegated to last place. They weren't happy about it. So for 2013, they've unveiled an improved MV Agusta F4R and F4RR. For 2013, we actually didn't have the opportunity to test the F4R or F4RR. So today's test is our first time in the saddle of it. And for 2013, they did a whole bunch of modifications. The RR's got a lighter flywheel, different wheels, a bunch of improvements. But today's improvement is probably perhaps the biggest of them all. Now these motorcycles are actually 2013 models, even though we're almost in the 2014 model year. But what MV is doing right now is they've actually introduced all new software, all new fuel injection mapping, programming, and all new traction control mapping programming on the F4 and F4RR. And probably the coolest thing about this new software is that you can, it's free and available to everyone. You can go to your MV Agusta dealer and it's easy as plugging in a computer, downloading new maps, bam. And it literally changes the whole dynamics of the motorcycle. You wouldn't think that just a couple of zeros and ones here and there would make the motorcycles totally different, but it does. And it's really cool to see MV Agusta committed to American riders with this half a year incremental update for 2013 and a half. And these things run great now, man. Like the programming on the fuel injection system is way better. Like the throttle response is more accurate. It's not so snatchy anymore and abrupt, and they've made a motorcycle that was almost unrideable actually rideable, and you can ride it and have a really, really good time. And the coolest thing about the MV is how much you can manipulate the programming. Like there's so many different settings. Like they have gas sensitivity, which is actually throttle response, and they have engine response, engine braking. There's a number of different parameters that you can adjust based on your riding style and how you like to ride. Another big improvement with the software is just the functionality of the traction control. It was really, really easy to understand how the system worked after we did a couple laps. And then by the end of the day, like you just go through there with a thing pinned and it would just do its thing. It would hold you back a little bit. I'm sure if you were racing, you'd probably want to tune that out or maybe do TC off. But for just riding around the track for fun and having a good time, I think it worked great. And I would definitely use it if I had one of these bikes at home in my garage. Overall, the MV Agusta F4 and F4RR, like really nice motorcycles. Like these things they still don't have the refinement of a Japanese bike, but that's okay. Like they have a lot of character. Yeah, maybe it's a little bit more difficult to ride, but if you're a rider who at the end of the day really values like charisma and character, and you don't want a cookie cutter bike, you don't want the CBYF ZX9, you don't want that, you want something original. These bikes are original. They're head turners, they're gonna get you looks, and they're gonna make you feel like a hero when you're riding at the track or on the street.